making noise downstairs. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, yeah, we live. We live, pal. Let's see.
You shared the link?
Yep. Did it show up?
Another question is, can we talk to people?
Good question.
Huh. It's not showing up. So the chat that we get in Hangout is only for the people in Hangout? Hey.
Oh, what?
Nice pics. How they... What? Oh, this is terrible.
Yeah, the whole point of us going live is so that people can comment.
Yeah. YouTube, you suck. Come on. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure I can get it to show up on our dashboards.
So what did you do before that we're not? Why are we not doing it the same?
So what I think we did last time was we just streamed from the Hangout, but then you guys just logged into the website to chat. You just logged into YouTube.
Which I do.
Huh?
Which I didn't do.
And you didn't, but you were able to chat last time?
No, I never chatted.
Right.
I just relied on you guys.
You. So
yeah, exactly.
Like I'm logged in on my phone and I can see Reed. I
would say just why didn't we do that?
Why didn't we do what?
Why are we not doing it the way it worked last time? Just for simplicity's sake?
Because I don't have a cam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does have his laptop.
I don't have my laptop. Yeah, and I was hoping that this Hangout on Air thing from YouTube, it has a button that says start Hangout on Air, but it looks like it doesn't allow the chat, the YouTube chat to show up. It only shows the Hangout chat. And I don't see any options to do anything else. I guess what I could do.
Oh, Reed's on the chat there in the YouTube one.
Yeah, I wonder if I can top chat, bad boys. Yeah, see, it shows us as being offline on the dashboard. Stream status. Okay, here we go. Maybe this will. Live control room, maybe. That is okay, here we go. Oh. Don't want to listen to myself. Yeah, here, I'll do this. Wait, is that gonna fuck it up?
Yeah, I think I just did last time. I just kept going back and forth. I went to the video.
Yeah, back and forth. I remember that.
I just went to YouTube. Yeah.
Wonder if how weird this is gonna be. App, Bad Boys Podcast, YouTube. There.
Whoa.
Yeah, so now you can see it, right? And now you can see the chat.
Mm.
But it only shows up when I'm talking. So maybe what I can do now is if I go back to my
My head's gonna explode.
I know.
go to my control panel and no, I can't turn your guys' feed off. Sent to everyone. Ha, there. Wait. it's all fucked. All right, let's see.
Yeah, can we just use the YouTube one?
I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna try to do this. And then
Oh my god, look how the windows got open now. Jesus Christ.
I know.
Read
He's
it.
starting to use my RAM.
Yeah.
YouTube live chat. There. There. Now all you see is the chat.
But it's backwards.
Is it backwards? It's backwards for you guys?
Reverse, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Let me see. How about now?
There you go. It's
Now
like
it's
a
right side.
voice tech support. Bless you.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't find a mute button because my screen is just some weird shit.
How quick is it? Let's see.
And now it's backwards for Reed, but it looks correct to you, Fonzo.
Yeah, it's good now, yeah.
And it
Yeah,
looks
it's good for me.
Unless that was a delay on Reed, and then he's gonna answer that it's good
oh,
now.
shit.
Let's
Oh
find
yeah,
out.
maybe it's a delay.
Yeah, see, all good. Okay.
It's funny because on my screen it's all
Yeah.
backwards.
What? What the
Whatever.
hell?
I have a different screen. I could look at. I have like 50 screens. So
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but Reed is on the other side of the world, so it's okay that it's backwards because it fixes itself before
Right,
it
right.
gets to him.
Oh, right. I
real.
just pictured Tony spinning around his monitor, going in circles
Hmm.
just to get the right one.
Oh man. Yeah, I had to rotate my monitor.
Yeah. Reed, are you working or you just relaxing? What time is it over there? Afternoon?
It's like 5:30,
Lunch break? Where are you going?
or it's like 6 o'clock over there, or
Yeah,
7, 6 or 7.
You're gonna guess it eventually. Keep going.
Yeah, no shit.
Like 22 more guesses.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, no kidding.
Well, he's a couple hours behind us, but the next day, so it's
Yeah,
Wednesday.
So he's not behind us.
Well, but it's the next day, but it's a couple hours behind us in the sense of it's like 6 p.m. there, but it's Wednesday. Don't fuck with my timetable.
Weird. Does she want to go to war? Huh? I'll take you to war. Ain't you fucking bellboy?
All right.
I'm working, not really. I'm just setting up for a big day tomorrow. Hey now.
All right. Are we gonna start? Should I play the music?
Yeah,
I think we're ready.
Yeah, we got to get the show on the road.
Speed it up, Tony's.
How does
Hi, I'm Vernon Wells, and you're listening to the Bad Boys Podcast. And just remember one little thing. You don't listen, I know where you live.
Oh, hi, Vernon Wells.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi, Mark.
There we go. Oh, man. Yes, you are tuned in to the Bad Boys Podcast, episode 429, the live show extravaganza coming at you with the championship series. It's time.
How goddamn time we've been working on it for the last 45 minutes.
Right? Hey.
Karoo.
Oh,
Dukaroo.
that's right. So without any further ado, let's just get it cracking because it's late. It's past our bedtime. People are sick. People got to work tomorrow. Let's get it going. I am your host, Fonzo, a.k.a. Mike Lowry. Joining me as always.
Harley, the hand whisper, Marcus Burnett.
And I'm Tony, aka MCP.
Producer extraordinary. I didn't realize I was going my hands like this and it was on the mic.
Yeah,
About
I
that.
could hear. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good microphone.
The little Karate Kid thingy. Yeah, what is going on? Bad Boys. Are you guys ready for this?
I am ready. I'm excited.
Dun, 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 dun. You ready for this? Right? Isn't that it? Isn't that how it goes?
Oh yeah, y'all ready for this?
That's
Dun-
it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, because we got the championship series. We're about to see if Reed's just going to take it with him. He's going to take the title. He's just running away with it all season long. So, can anybody take it from him? About to find out tonight. We got the movies. What do we got? We got Christine, chosen by MCP, and The Walk, chosen by Harley. This is a Zemeckis film. So, without before we get going, we have to talk about the passing of Stan Lee. 95, man. That's a long life. That's a long, beautiful life. So I think Reed was asking if anyone had like fun memories, or I remember I asked the question, if you guys have a favorite cameo of him. Let's just quickly talk, about like the legacy the man's leaving behind.
Yeah, obviously. I can't speak because I'm not a big comic book guy, but I did watch all the cameos. And I didn't realize he had done a bunch of like animated cameos, television cameos,
and video game cameos.
Yeah, I was like crazy, all of it, the cameos. So that's really neat. And I'll say I watched them all, and I think my favorite was I think it was the first Iron Man, where Tony Stark goes, "Hey, how you doing, Hugh Hefner?" And I thought, man, is that perfect? Because obviously Hugh Hefner's gone as well now, but he had the smoking jacket, and just talk about two sort of icons of American sort of pop culture kind of thing,
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, and it's just a really quick, pat on the shoulder. Hey, how you doing, Hef? And turn around, and you see Stan Lee. You're like, oh shit, Stan Lee. Yeah. Didn't realize we'd have a cameo in every other Marvel movie, right?
Now, the one that he did in Mallrats, it's a lot of dialogue. He speaks a lot in it, so that could be probably somebody's favorite. If
that's mine,
more. So there you go. So the more the merrier.
Yeah, but Tony, you got a cameo that stands out to you?
The only one I can remember enjoying like more than others was the.
Can I guess?
Go ahead.
Spider-Man 2.
I don't remember.
On the Amazing Spider-Man, sorry, with Andrew Garfield one.
I don't remember what it is. I'd have to see it.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it the one where he's got the record player and the headphones on?
That's the one. You fucking dumbass. That's exactly the one I was talking about. This fucking guy.
That's funny.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Son of a bitch. Is he fucking with me? You're fucking with me.
Man. It all blurs in my head.
Well, Spidey's fighting the lizard in the background, remember?
Yeah.
He's just he's putting like books away or whatever. He's got his big headphones.
Librarian, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So real quick, Reed. I had a chance at Comic-Con. I just got out of the House of a Thousand Corpses panel, and I was walking out, and I remember there was a signing for Stan Lee, and I ran out there to see if I can catch him, and his line was already done, and the guy in front of me had to stick with the last sign. And thinking now, I'm like, why didn't I just fucking ask him? Like, hey, can I just be the last one? I don't know if he was nervous or what or whatever. But he was just like, yeah, sorry, I'm the last or whatever. I'm like, all right. I was like, hey, can you take my sketchbook, see if I sign it? He's like, sure. So he went up there, and I have this all on video, just old VHS. I gotta fucking find and see if I can upload it somehow. So here I'm sitting there, and I'm zooming in, and the guy's talking. And funny enough, that's the same guy. I sat next to at the House of a Thousand Corpses panel, so I think we both had the same attention look at the time and rushed out there to see him. And his line had just finished, so which is crazy thing now. Like his, I don't know. I mean, the line must have been like crazy long, but when we got there, it was already wrapping up. So I'm sitting in the back, and I'm recording, and I see him talking, and then he points at the book, and he points over at me, and he's looking at it. And he said, I'm trying to remember what he said, but he's like, "Is this yours?" Or something like that. I'm like, "Yes, sir." That's it. He's like, when the sign goes, anywhere you like, sir, anywhere. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what are you writing, You draw a fucking penis on the goddamn book, I'll be ecstatic, Excelsior, like I don't give a fuck, just write whatever. Yeah. So, and it was my sketchbook. So I'm like, so it's a bunch of my drawings. And I don't know which page he was on. It was like random drawings, but he's sitting there looking, and he's looking at him, and I'm like, holy shit, Stan Lee's looking at my fucking drawings, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, oh man, it's probably one of my shittier ones. I'm like, damn. I'm like, just for 1 second, those couple of seconds in time, man, Stan Lee saw my drawings. It's
That's
like
cool.
amazing. So he quickly writes it, and I go, "Thank you, sir. Appreciate it." And I just wish I was like, "Come over here, can talk to me," or just because it was already a wrap. It was me and him. I should just went over there. I was still too nervous.
Wow.
I didn't want, I don't want to mess anything up. So, but I'm lucky, fortunate enough to on my sketchbook, have a signature of Stan Lee, and that was one of the coolest moments. Thinking like, man, that's dude, that guy is responsible, co-creator of like all the great Spidey, Hulk, Iron Man, the X-Men. Like, it just goes from anyone that's ever touched the comic book, right? Anyone that's watched one of the newer movies, right? Anybody knows like Spider-Man, right? I mean, you don't even have to read a comic book and you'll know who Aunt May is, right?
Of course.
Like that's how crazy it is. I mean, from the old TV show, the cartoon, somebody's backing up their car or something in the background. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, that's Chris is starting the dishwasher.
and yeah, I mean, just to think like from watching, like I said, old cartoons from the new movies to seeing kids wearing this, Spider-Man. I mean, Spider-Man, to me, Spider-Man's probably my favorite comic book character. I remember picking up a Spider-Man comic at a grocery store in San Diego, and the cover was just amazing. He was fighting like 7 villains, and I'm like, holy shit, this is incredible. Spidey's taking on like 7 villains. This is so cool. And every other couple of weeks, I go back in that same grocery store, and there's a spinning rack, and sure enough, the next issue was there, and the next one. I'm like, this is how it works. I was like, I can get used to this. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So even if you didn't read any of the books, or watch, you've seen the movies, and if it's made you put on the mat or pretend you're climbing the walls, or think about the childhood that guy he's touched. I mean, everybody, the pop culture, like you said, Harley, pop culture, just it's unreal. Like I know he had some problems towards the end of his life, unfortunately, but just every time you see him in interviews, just this sweet guy, and he was like, even at his age, he was still like with it, and and the part that really hit home was when Amy told me that he had died. Crew was sitting right next to me, and earlier in this year, if I don't know if you guys remember, he did a book report, and he was dressed as him.
Oh, that's right, I remember that. Yeah.
So when she said it, he just had this look like, oh, it was really sad. I was like, man. I was like, Crew, he lived a long life. He was 95. But he just kind of sat there, just kind of bummed out, because I think he did it because he knew, like comics, like Stan Lee, but he just needed someone to do a report on him. Hey, do whoever you want, Then we needed to pick up that book about him, and we did. And yeah, I mean, if you look at his life, I mean, his wife had just died the year before, right? She died in 2017.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they were married for 69 years.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So that's a long, beautiful, long relationship. So, people say they died of a broken heart or something. I mean, after, your significant other dies, it's just kind of hard. You've been with that person for so long. They're always there with you. And, he fought off for as long as he could. But like I said, legacy leaves behind from kids. Like, dude, even though he's gone, everything else he's created will continue to live on way past us. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like one time I remember going. Amy was saying, "Hey, should we get new? Are you gonna get new shirts?" I'm like, "Why? Like these superheroes, like they'll always be around. You know what I mean? Like even no matter like what alteration, what different variation, superheroes will always be around." And yeah, man. So. Yeah, it hit me. I was like, man, the kid community, and going online and reading everybody's tweets and everything, man, it was really heartfelt. Just seeing all the really cool things everyone's saying about him.
His legacy will certainly live for a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. It's just yeah, so we just want to touch on a little bit. We don't want to start on a sad note, but we've reviewed so many of the movies of his characters that he's been in, and so yeah, my favorite cameos, like you were saying, Mallrats, same one Tony chose. I love that one, and I think there was one where he's like a truck driver and he's trying to pull Thor's hammer, and his truck fucking broke off.
Yeah,
and shit.
I saw that one too.
Yeah.
He's like, "Did I get it?"
Yeah. Wasn't he a DJ in Deadpool too, like at a strip club?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, there's so many cameos. But and I think weren't you saying Harley he had filmed a bunch of them already? What were you saying?
So
about
yeah,
that?
I read something a long time, but not even that long ago, a couple months ago at most, and it said that he had already filmed at several cameos. Stan Lee cameo.
The one that I think I was most surprised by was the Big Hero 6.
Oh yeah, that one I didn't remember either.
Oh yeah. Yeah, wasn't T.J. Miller's character wasn't that Stanley his dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Harley?
I'm googling if I could find where it had said how many he had already pre-recorded. In 2017, there were reports that Lee had pre-recorded a number of cameos to be inserted into later films at the appropriate moment.
Hmm.
Confirmed the cameo in the upcoming Avengers 4. Or Ant-Man 2, Avengers 4, regroup his cameos together and then move him from one set to the next and kind of get him through his cameos in one day.
Just wanted to read what Chris Evans tweeted. He said, "There will never be another Stan Lee. For decades, he provided both young and old with adventure, escape, comfort, confidence, inspiration, strength, friendship, and joy. He exuded love and kindness, and will live and will leave an indelible mark on so many lives." Excelsior. Yeah, it was just really cool to see everyone, tell their stories and met. Because I never met anyone that met him and did not like him.
Hmm.
So yeah, man, rest in peace, Stanley. Like I said, your legacy live on. We'll be talking about your movie, all the characters you've created for time to come, and then our kids, and Spidey. Like, there's a new Spider-Man movie coming out, an animated one. Yeah, they hit hard in the geek community for sure. We all knew he was old. He was 95. He was getting there. We just thought he lived forever. We knew the time was coming, but we just weren't ready.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad for sure.
Yeah. So rest in peace, Stanley.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So Tony, you heard you were about to rock us. Is that true?
Yeah,
That was a terrible segue. I couldn't think of anything.
It's all good.
Laney's brother, it was his birthday yesterday, and for part of his birthday plans was for the whole family to go watch Bohemian Rhapsody.
Right on. Oh, real quick too. Reed said Teen Titans Go cameo was great. He had one in there. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all DC characters. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was interesting.
Oh, why didn't you say anything then?
Well, yeah.
Fucking jackass. Way
Sorry.
to go. Thanks, Reed. You want to take over for Harley?
Actually, I think he will be next week.
Sorry, Tony. You will rock us. How about that, Harley? How was that?
That's good.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Yeah, I liked it. It was decent.
Are you familiar with their music, just besides the the major hits?
What's that?
Are you familiar with their music?
No.
Okay.
Which is what I was about to say. Is like if you're a fan of their music and other music, it's probably a lot more enjoyable. For me, I knew the big ones. It was cool to see their story play out. Which that was the point of the movie. So yeah, it was entertaining. I didn't have any problem with any of the acting. What's his name? Rami Malek. I forgot it was Rami. Like I was like,
Really? Wow, that's a good sign.
Yeah, I was like, that was Mr. Robot, and then it wasn't. It's like he did. I think and I don't know Freddie Mercury's character. I know nothing about him, so it's probably really easy to convince me. But, hey, whatever, I was entertained.
Hey, absolutely.
Well, I think he was known for his, being gay and having AIDS.
And I didn't know either of those things.
Oh, wow.
I see.
Yeah,
There you
I mean,
go.
I didn't know. I saw, I recognized that he was flamboyant, but I was like, is he actually gay or not? I never knew. I never researched. I never cared to, look into it.
Damn, imagine he found out watching the movie. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, for anybody else that didn't know.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so there was even a moment, where I had, dust came and made my eyes water up a little
Whoa. Whoa.
bit. Movie,
Man, your circuitry was getting wet.
Okay.
Tony?
Yeah,
What
exactly.
the hell?
Yeah,
Is that twice this year that's happened? Yeah, mark that shit in your calendar.
I cannot confirm or deny.
Coco, right? Or was that last year?
I don't know.
All right.
I feel like that was last year.
Yeah. Well, cool. I like the music. I'd be curious to see, the movie. I'd be one that'd run and watch if fucking Movie Pass wasn't fucking with me. I would have gone and seen it, but it doesn't let me see shit and only whatever it wants. Any Robert Redford movie. So everyone enjoyed it too, then, huh?
Yeah, everybody enjoyed it. One of the weird things is that, like, we went watch the movie, and this is kind of goes into my weekend. But we went to Red Lobster afterward, and we took separate cars, so maybe that was part of it. But nobody talked about the movie afterwards. Normally, you guys watch you watch a movie and then you talk about it, but like we didn't talk about it. Nobody talked about it. Like nothing said.
Must have ended on a sad note. Dang, that sucks. Spoiler alert, Harley.
Right.
I was
So,
talking about it.
Probably a little bit, little A, little B. But I mean, either way, it was still a good watch. So
I'd buy that for $1.
All right, right on. Cool. That's cool. Yeah, because I really want to watch it. So you, Harley, you want to check it out?
Yeah, I do actually. It's interesting to me.
Is it a musical, Tony?
no.
Unlike Tony, I'm not familiar with him other than the hits kind of thing.
Right. Name the hits, Harley. Go.
It's the Bohemian
Go down the
Rhapsody.
line. Boom.
That's it. That's all I
it.
got.
We are the champions.
Yeah, there you go.
We will rock you.
Is that them too?
Yes, motherfucker.
Oh, well, see.
Oh, spoiler alert. I ruined it for Harley. Oh, damn. I feel bad now. I would have loved to get his reaction going, holy shit, they sing that song.
It was kind of cool. There was a few of them. I'm like, oh, that's them.
See? All right, Tony got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Tony got the reaction for us. That's cool.
I had those moments.
Yeah. Yeah. If you've ever been to any sporting event, you might have heard the Queen song.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
But the way they set up how they came up with that song was pretty cool. It was a good movie moment, I guess. So
It's good filming. It's good movie.
yes.
Nice. I like that. Yeah. So they do go into that a lot. Like, do they talk about Bohemian? I mean, obviously the title's called Bohemian Rhapsody, but
Yes.
they
go into a lot of how the songs came to be, because apparently there was a like who contributed the most to a particular song, like written by so and so, and that's a part of the plot, or at least part of the story. So there is that element of how the songs came to be and how they got put together.
And does the other band members they get love, or is it all for Freddie Mercury?
They get a little bit. They get some love, but it is a Freddie Mercury show. I mean, he makes it pretty apparent that it is a Freddie Mercury show within the context of the plot. So
Sure.
it makes sense that the movie would reflect that.
Did you know the guy that was the bassist in the movie? Did you recognize him?
Yeah, we were friends from way back.
Joseph Mazzello
I have no idea.
played John Deacon. I believe he was the bass player in the movie. He's the fucking kid from Jurassic Park.
Oh, interesting. You all grown up, huh?
I like the
Huh.
Joseph Moselle, and it says Tim, Jurassic Park. How do you like that?
Yep, I can see that. I recognize that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. Tony buys Bohemian Rhapsody for $1. Moving right along. We got to get this train going because Reed's watching. He wants to know. He just wants to know if he's going to get the title or not.
Got
Come on.
no.
Let's not disappoint. What do you guys want to start with?
Let's do the walk. It's the homework, and I feel like it's kind of the easiest for them to guess.
Oui, monsieur.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of certified Donaldos on this one.
Certified Donaldo.
Yeah, Mike Myers, the record executive. Yeah.
What?
Reed,
Michael Myers from Halloween?
Mike Myers was in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him at first.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, that's that guy.
No way. That's funny. That's full circle. Because if you remember, Mike Myers made that song super famous way back when he played it in Wayne's World.
Tongue-in-cheek type of jokes along those lines. So
Is that right?
yeah, they kind of poke fun at it a little bit.
No way.
It's cool.
Huh. I would have loved the Wayne and Garth cameo in Bohemian Rhapsody. But now I'm just picturing Michael Myers from Halloween as a record executive just standing there. Just mean mugging.
Just silent.
Yeah. What do you think? Huh? What do you think of this song? She stands there. Man, he's fucking tough to break. So the walk. Who chose this motherfucker? Huh?
So I did. Obviously, Zemeckis' bio and filmography speaks for itself.
Zemeckis is very good.
He's very good. I think JGL is also known as a consummate professional and has some range. And I think in this movie he proves it yet again.
It took a while though, to be honest.
I'll admit too. Fair enough. Yeah. So interesting thing. There's a couple things. This is based on a true story. And then I Googled it. It's based on the book that Philippe wrote himself. He's still alive, still around, although he's not a young man anymore. And in his early 20s, he did this. And it was interesting. We're like, Chris is afraid of heights, and the movie genuinely made her uncomfortable in several scenes where she couldn't look. It was like
Were you watching in your badass projector?
No, she would have lost it. She wouldn't have been able to handle it. She was a mess. She literally could not fucking watch the screen. It was so like upsetting to her. So, but she definitely struggles from heights issue. But I thought it was interesting. It showed that the movie did a good job, So, based on a true story, 1974, I think the Twin Towers are almost finished. He sees them in the newspaper in France and decides that's where he's going to hang his cable, and he is going to walk between the Twin Towers.
Turns into a heist, like a semi heist movie.
That's exactly what I was saying towards the end. It turns into a heist film, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, because it keeps, especially if you already know that he succeeds because of the historical aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Although I didn't know, maybe somebody of an older generation would remember it. Jesus, woman, what the fuck are you doing?
She walking the tightrope?
She's like
She
crushing.
told you none of your business. How do you like that?
Don't talk shit. They can hear you.
Ooh.
Live on the internet.
Oh yeah, tell her she's alive too.
She's like, you're live too
On YouTube.
She knows. That's why she's doing it.
She ain't even impressed. See, yeah, she wants to fucking do
She's screwing up. You're screwing up my mojo.
Why don't you lay the smack down, Harley?
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Really, Harley? That's how it's going down, huh? I guess we're not the bad boys anymore.
Oh, shit. Jesus Christ.
Come on, Marcus, handle that.
I can't. Oh no, she slams the door.
Oh,
She's not really mad, of course, but anyways,
Ree wants to know, hang his cable? Question mark. Does he take a shit in the air?
what? Hang your cable is a euphemism for taking a dump in New Zealand?
Maybe.
I guess so. Hang his cable, huh? I've never heard that one before.
Oh.
But I like it.
Well, maybe it's the hang part. Maybe it's a laying cable is taking a shit.
No, I thought laying cable was having sex.
Yeah, laying it down.
Hey, this is down.
Tony,
Who knows what it is down there?
Well, I tell you what, he spent enough time up there. He could have took a shit. I guess he was up there for 45 minutes.
fuck all that, man. My hands couldn't stop sweating in this goddamn movie.
Oh, it worked for you too, huh?
Fuck yeah, it did. Especially when the camera goes up and looks down. I'm like, why you gotta do that? Why you gonna do that? I'm like, oh, just thinking of it right now is making me nervous.
So you're like Chris. You struggle
Yeah.
from. Interesting. So,
What about you, NCP? Didn't bother you?
No, it didn't bother me.
Oh, you sons of bitches.
you lying sack of shit.
I know. Fucking trying to act hard on YouTube Live.
That's
To
funny.
lay a cable here is to take a shit. There you go. See?
Yeah, so there you go.
To lay a cable. Where did you get that from?
Please.
I'm gonna give this movie a lay a cable.
Oh shit.
We gotta say in that accent though, Harley.
To have a root is to have sex.
Oh.
Oh, goddamn! What's my dentist been doing then? Shit.
Yeah, he's been fucking you. That's what he's been doing.
Right.
That's right. Remember he gave Tony a root canal, didn't he?
Exactly. I'm like, motherfucker.
Ree, what is it when you have a root anal? Is that a root canal?
Root the anal.
Yeah, get it? Or what is it? The blumpkin when you take a shit on somebody and then have sex with it? Wait, isn't that one?
Oh boy.
Lay a cable and have a root at the same time?
What kind of freaky shit are you guys doing out there in New
You have a
Zealand?
cable.
What is it?
You have a cable.
Have a root cable?
And lay a root.
Man, see now every time I lay some cable at work, I'm gonna have to think differently. I'm telling the customer, hey, I gotta go lay some cable outside. She's like, oh sure, go ahead, take whatever you want. I'll be sitting outside with a fucking newspaper, taking a big fat ass dump. She said, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm from New Zealand. When we lay cable, we just take a dump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing.
You got I want to look it up in French how you say it because that'd be fitting for this movie. Philippe Petit. Yeah, dude, it was kind of weird listening to JGL talking like that.
You know what was distracting me even more
What?
was the
His hair?
female lead.
Oh, why?
Char-
You're in love?
Charlotte LeBon. She's Canadian in real life, and I don't even think she was trying to push a French accent. Like throughout most of her scenes, she wasn't even trying a French accent. I don't know why they hired her. I swear to God, like during the contractual agreements, she was like, "I won't even try." You just have to believe that I'm French. That was like my biggest issue. That was only
You're
Yeah.
you're that much of a stickler about the French accent that bothered you?
Absolutely.
no, I mean,
Didn't bother you, Tony?
I didn't. What? There's a difference. I couldn't tell.
Oh.
I
Oh,
barely speak Spanish.
yeah, no kidding. No, that was kind of my biggest sort of critique with the film was I didn't really feel that charisma or that chemistry between the two. But then ironically at the end, it kind of pays off. You know what I mean? I thought that was actually, maybe
Yeah, it's almost like there wasn't supposed to be chemistry between the two.
yeah. I feel like we're kind of going into spoilers, but I think it's okay.
Yeah. He has a love affair with the rope.
Yes, his love affair is to accomplish this coup, as he calls it. Everybody else is just a tool to help him accomplish that.
Yeah,
But
like-
yeah, he's obsessive, and I think the movie.
Does he want to root with the wire or have a root
Yeah,
with
like
the
most
wire?
guys, they see things. They're like, I want to stick my dick in it. He's like, no, I want to put my wire on it.
my wire.
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, yeah, that was the weird part too when he just fucking spread the eagle and started fucking on the wire. That was just weird. It's like, what are we watching now?
So just started flossing up there.
Did I watch the porn movie of the walk? I'm watching the wrong one.
But I will say this: JGL did a very good job of convincing me of the insanity of his character,
There you go.
and so the movie felt very family friendly, very like, I don't want to say simple, but it felt almost easy for somebody like Zemeckis. There wasn't a ton of special effects, although I guess obviously the entire walk is
I was gonna say, dude. Yeah, come on now.
it's blue screened. But my thing is, like, I feel like from a standard film, he wasn't trying to do too much, and I think that's probably why it kind of like came under the radar. Like, I didn't hear a lot about this. I don't know if it made any money. I can look it up, but it felt like it didn't try to do anything more than what it did, and it accomplished that. But it also wasn't trying to, reinvent the wheel, so to speak.
Sure.
So
Or the wire.
It didn't. No shit. It didn't make any money. It was a PG film, which makes sense. $35 million budget, only made $10 million domestically. Now it made 50 million foreign, so it made 61 million worldwide. But small, modest film for somebody like Zemeckis. So that makes sense. $35 million budget.
What if he had to make that so he can make something that he wants?
It's possible, I looked up his IMDb, though. He doesn't seem to have a lot going on right now.
All right.
But I liked it. I did. I had a good time with it.
Yeah. MCP?
Yeah, me too.
I don't know.
No problems.
All right, cool. There you go. Yeah, me too. Like I said, well, I think we're all big fans of JGL, so it's an interesting topic. Just something different, something like based on true stories. I always get hooked, something like that, get that tagline in there. Yeah, I like this. The Zemeckis use a lot of CG and just seamlessly with like live action,
and he did a very good job with it.
Yeah. So,
the
I
animation kind of moved really well with it too. Like there's one scene Lainey pointed out, like we rewound it so we can listen to it again, where like he repeats himself, where in the in the narration he says one line, and then in the flashback he says the exact same line, like little details like that.
Oh, interesting. That's very cool.
Yeah,
I like when the cops are trying to get him.
Yeah. Well, what do you do?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, he's just like, yeah, come on, come and get me. Stay on this wire. Fuck that. Like when he did that spin around, they're like, oh God, why? What are you doing? That's all I was. My hands were all sweaty. So she couldn't even look though, huh?
Oh yeah, she was. Through a ton of the movie.
Man.
Yeah.
See, that was a horror movie for her.
Yeah, I like the fact that we're introduced to a lot of his sort of showboating, quote unquote, but not until the end. Not when we see it for the first time. It's when he's up there. You know what I mean? As opposed to when he's up there, are we going to see? Oh, that's right. He did that other showboating one on earlier in the film. So here's the payoff: is now he's going to do it above above New York. But a lot of that stuff was new, and so I thought that was subtle, but probably intentional.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give it $1.
Yeah, same here.
I'd buy that.
All right.
Well, let's see how they do, huh?
All right. Here we go. Number one.
We see Tony's cursor moving.
Number one. Look, I clicked it.
Technical difficulties, y'all. Please be
Wake
patient.
up. Wake up, computer.
We see your cursor moving. Oh,
Usual Bad Boys podcast. This week,
Start over.
oh, you heard that echo?
Usual Bad Boys podcast.
Oh, French Reed.
We have The Walk, about a Frenchman, I believe. I haven't seen this film. Who goes out on a limb.
Bonus points for the pun.
Yeah. Wrong with this one.
I think Arlie will give this film a Slater, and I will double down.
Oh.
Going the wrong way.
I think Antonio will give this film $1 as he will be bored to tears. And
So he's going to give it $1 because he's bored to tears?
I need something to wipe my tears with, so then I just throw the $1 at him.
I think Fonzo will give this film $1 because it does not like it. But on to
Whoa. Whoa. Dude, he's definitely wants to run away with the title.
Well, yeah, it doubles down on the Slater, which was dangerous.
Mhm.
Did not pay off, but the accent, X that out. So he still ends up with 2 points.
Like to lay cable and have root in public, man. He don't fuck around.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that guy.
So he is up to 30. So he extends his lead.
Hmm.
Hello.
Oh, sorry.
Hope you guys are having a good week and had a good Veterans Day weekend. Calling in my picks for the homework, The Walk. I'm going to say everyone gave it $1. And also,
Wouldn't you know it?
Ain't going without a fight. Where's the exit?
That literally brings her all the way up to 27, which makes her 3 points. So we could, depending if, and like I said, Christine could be
The game.
that could change. That could be definitely different. So, yeah. So keep them going.
Because she should have had an accent, what you're saying.
Hello, bad boys. It's me, your homie Earth.
Everyone had the same fight. Why do I feel like they were wearing berets too when they too? I can only imagine.
I applaud Art. He knows there's no chance he's going to win, right? But he's still hitting us with that.
He's still coming. Yeah, there you go.
And it's Philippe Petit from the movie The Walk. That is the walk for you American swine who don't know how to fucking speak French.
He's going to be like vicious about it.
That's art. It's a gangster. Come on now.
Anyway, Harley picked this movie about me, Philippe Petit.
Oh, he's doing Philippe.
He's literally doing
Yeah, how about that? Has anyone ever done that?
That's new.
Wow. Dude, talk about swinging for the fences.
Tightrope from the now demolished World Trade Center. Harley, he's gonna talk a lot about this movie. MCP, he liked the movie because the guy, me, Philippe Petit, is challenging himself to cross the World Trade Center and speaking Pepe Le Pew MCP, he will give it $1. And my favorite, Philippe
Almost went Italian.
Fonzo will also give it $1.
That's a 5-point swing right there, kids. That's how you do it.
That's it.
You can't score no more points on that.
Perfectly executed. Make fun of MCP. Get all your points right. Throw the accent. Done. Boom.
But you're still in third place, so you suck.
Oh, shit. Damn.
No, that's how you do it.
Merci-
And I kind of, you know, I was,
beaucoup. Read merci beaucoup, Art.
yeah, no, fabulous job. All right, let's see what crazy accent Danila comes with.
Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys had a good day.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What's that accent?
Going on, Bad Boys. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys had a good day.
I think he's reviewing the Bohemian Rhapsody. He's dying of AIDS.
Not going too good, so I'm leave this quick. The Walk. I think all three will give it $1.
Bam.
Mm.
Was that an accent though?
Yeah, the heroin accent. Damn, everybody's scoring mega points. He's up to 23. So we got 23, 25, 27, and 30.
Oh, here we go.
All right. So I chose the extra credit. I chose Christine mainly because a buddy of mine, he watched it on Halloween and recommended it. I'm like, you know what? That's a good one. It's a good one to. Even though I missed October month to watch it,
all
fuck it,
good.
why not? It's the Bad Boys podcast, isn't it?
That's right. It's all good. We'll let it slide. Don't worry about it.
I'd never seen it. Have both of you? I think Fonzo, you saw it, and Harley saw it too long ago to remember.
I've never seen this before.
Oh, shit. Is that right?
Yeah, I wasn't sure, but as I was watching it, I was like, yeah, I've never seen this. I mean, I might have seen scenes, but it was yeah, everything was new.
So yeah, I went into it completely blind. I didn't know anything about it, and I didn't even read the synopsis. A nerdish boy buys a strange car with an evil mind of its own, and his nature starts to change to reflect it. Doesn't reveal too much, but I went into it expecting like Maximum Overdrive,
Yeah.
and I was pleasantly surprised. Like it wasn't cringy.
I'm about to fall off my chair. Where am I? Bizarro Land? What the fuck's
Like
going on?
it wasn't some stupid slasher horror. It had like substance to it. Like the first
Yeah, this is what happens with the bully. We see character arc. Yeah.
like you don't like the car doesn't reveal itself as an entity until exactly an hour into the movie. So you have a whole hour of just building up. So fucking A, dude. That had me. I was like, all right, I'm paying attention. And then and the fact that the car doesn't like try to make evil faces or transform or something.
A monster truck.
Yeah, exactly. It's just it was very subtle in how it got its job done. Yeah.
Don't piss Christine off.
Right.
Remember, she made a cameo in Ready Player One.
That's right.
And I wouldn't have I didn't recognize it.
Yeah.
Next time you watch it, you'll see her.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, where was this in John Carpenter's filmography?
Well, if you notice too, it's written by Stephen King.
Yeah, I didn't know that either until I started watching it. So was this was an early film, but not that early.
Came out in '83, so I want to say, did it come out before? Let's go down the list. Let's see.
He did Assault on Precinct 13 in 1976. Yeah, I feel like maybe John Carpenter, 1980, The Fog. Yeah, so he had already done quite a bit of stuff before this.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
He is banging on all cylinders in this film. He does. I mean, it has all the like tropes from the 80s, of like suspense thrillers. The guy gets smushed by the car. I mean, it's, we certainly see things that wouldn't happen in real life. But the movie, like Tony pointed out, it plays itself straight for most of it. It isn't until the halfway point do we realize that it's going to turn into like a supernatural film.
Right.
And then when it does, it just takes off. And then all of a sudden, it is like one of the great villains of all time. This fucking car. I mean,
The scene that you're talking about where he splits someone in half. I remember like watching that scene and I'm like, oh, the alley is too narrow for the car. So what's gonna happen? No, motherfucker, it's gonna tear itself apart just to kill this guy. I was like, damn.
yeah,
Oh
he
shit.
ain't fucking around.
Ain't fucking around, exactly.
Yeah, I was, because here's the thing. I know Fonzo, you are a big Carpenter buff, and a lot of his stuff for me personally kind of doesn't hold up. And but in this movie is flawless. It is so good. I mean, like I said, if you can't stand these sort of, I don't want to say campy, but some of the campy acting and lines of the 80s, then you'll be turned off. But the quality of the special effects, the stunt work, I still don't know how they pulled off the reverse.
The body, yeah.
Dude, I was like, I'm Wikipediaing it right now and I'm not finding anything. Like the only thing I can think is that the body work is hooked up to a chain and it's pulled in, and then they just play the tape backwards, so it looks like it's popping back out. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's the only thing I could think, but I rewound it several times and I was like, holy shit, is that fucking flawless.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so good, but like Tony points out, it's a slow kind of build, but the car isn't the main character. It's the kid. And so we really see this sort of relationship develop between him and the car, you know? And right when Arnie becomes the main villain in the car, then John Stockwell's character, he kind of disappears, and then the girlfriend becomes sort of the more important at the time. But even her, she's sort of just a plot interest to get the car jealous.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which is awesome too.
yeah, dude. I mean,
the driving.
It is so good. I was so impressed.
Another aspect I like too, real quick, was the nerdy guy having a friend as a jock, and they were friends. It's almost like they were friends for a long time, you know. Even though he became a jock, his friend's still nerdy, but they still hang out. And that's you don't, especially in '80s movies, you never saw that, right? Nerds hang out with the nerds, the jocks hang out with the jocks.
Yeah,
right.
I never saw the friend hang out with the cool guy. You're like, well, that's cool, you know? Because gosh, what was her name? Super hot chick was flirting with him, and he's in the back like making the faces. What was her name? Kelly Preston.
Kelly Preston.
Yeah. When she was flirting with him, you're like, yo, and then he's just being goofball in the back. But it's like that's cool. They have that relationship. Especially since, like I said, was he the running back or receiver? Was he running back, right?
He gets hurt when he's a receiver, so he gets hit when he jumps up because he's not paying attention because the girl that he's interested in is making out with the biggest nerd in school.
Yeah. But and you also, what's always so impressive with Carpenter that I enjoy too is that not only does he direct, the motherfucker's working on the score,
which was very impressive too. I mean, it doesn't jump out to me as like big John Carpenter score, but it worked with the film.
For sure, it's it's one of my favorites. He always ends his concert with that song.
Oh, very neat.
Yeah, the one that's when he's being chased.
I mean, it's so sad that this only has a 6.7 on IMDb. I mean, so I'll say another thing, and I think it's sort of just fortunate that I'm such a car nerd.
Yeah,
and so this really is kind of a love story for car nerds as well. The character really turns into a car nerd about fixing it up, and especially old cars like that, they were a lot easier to work on. And I mean, I know it's a cliche, but it's true, you know.
When they beat her up, does that made you sad? You got a little dust in your eye?
I was like, wow, they destroyed that car. Wikipedia says there was Fuck. There was a shit ton of versions for the car, like 20 or something like that.
What's funny too in the beginning when you see them being all made, you have that one where it's her, it's bright red. You know, you see the other bodies, you see all the other ones being made, they're all different colors. But you
No,
see-
what's interesting about that, I remember rewinding that intro scene
Mhm.
because there's a line of white cars, and I swear there's no cuts, but the camera comes down and then there's a red car. Like there isn't a cut. It's not like time passed. So the camera is looking down and you don't see a red car, and then it comes down to the front of the car, and then it moves to behind that car, and there's a red car right there. And I was like, that's already setting it up to be a trip.
Mhm.
Something's not right. So I thought that was cool.
So Wikipedia says of the 20 cars used in the film, only 2 still exist. One is a stunt vehicle with a manual transmission and now resides in the hands of a private Ohio collector. The other vehicle was rescued from a junkyard and restored by collector Elena Hill of Clayton, Ohio. So both are in Ohio, and there's only 2 left.
At the concert, when Carpenter played at Hollywood, they had Christine there, like, in the Hollywood Bowl at one of the parks. You could see it. So I don't know if it's one of the ones you're talking about there, because we went to the Christine signing, Blu-ray signing. Me and Tony went. It was parked out front of the store. Remember that, Tony?
Yeah. I remember.
Did you get a picture, Tony, with it?
Maybe.
Yeah. You have to go back and see. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure I would have made you, even if you didn't want to.
I think that's probably what happened.
What's that?
That's probably what happened.
Yeah. You're like, all right, sure, I'll stand next to a car. Yeah. And even then, Harley, I couldn't get him to watch that movie. Took his friend to watch it on Halloween. You see that, Harley?
That's crazy.
Did your friend like it though? When he
Could have assigned it at any point.
Oh, now he's blaming me. Look at that. He quickly turned it around on me.
Just
My, how the tables have turned. Did your friend like it though when you said he saw it?
Oh, of course. He's seen it probably 20 times at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's just it's cool. It's different. Even the font has like a like a cool logo like would be on the side of a car or something. And it's different, like you said. You were expecting like, well, oh, come on, the hood's gonna come up and start talking, right? The headlights are the eyes,
Has teeth and
like cars. Yeah, like mangled. I'm sure there is something like that too. I'm sure if we looked up.
It kind of had that look to it in certain scenes where Bill was punched in, and the rip marks kind of look like it could have been like jack-o'-lantern teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there were several scenes of various disarray that made the car look like it had a face, for sure. And I was impressed. I mean, I was, yeah. I mean, like I said before, I think it bears repeating, so to speak. Again, it has all the tropes of the '80s films, although Carpenter's kind of responsible for a ton of those tropes. And not cashing in on them like so many people have done thus far. This is '83. This is early film. And so, but it doesn't do what you expect. It doesn't, like Tony points out, it takes a long time. We see the car as a piece of shit. We're introduced to all these characters, the fucking, the junkyard guy, which I recognize, Robert Prosky. He was.
I'll get you a deal if you help me clean around here and do this. He goes, nah. Wonder what the fuck then? What am I giving you an offer for? He got so. I
Don't spend too long on it.
Yeah, oh, yeah. That's what it was. Yeah. Oh, I have to think about it. I'll spend too goddamn long on it. Then that shit was funny.
We just saw him in Mrs. Doubtfire. That's where I recognize.
Oh, the guy the boss, the guy that hires Robin Williams. That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Familiar. Yeah.
So,
yeah. No, Christine's fun, man. It's cool. It's just like a different take, on the horror trope. But yeah, when the car's on fire, like if you watch that new Purge, the new Strangers,
that scene was so impressive. Holy shit!
It's fucking very cool. Yeah.
I mean, no, it's I think another thing that you're reminding me now is just it's all practical effects. There's no CG. It's just good stunt work. You know, the cars jumping, flying through. A lot of the high speed chase stuff is done so well, and so, dude, I'm all aboard while I'm watching this movie. I'm like, so I mean, it's crazy because it's my first viewing, and it's kind of one of those movies where you traditionally go, well, if you saw this movie and loved it before, you sort of have some, you can kind of forgive any of the flaws, so to speak. But for me, especially because I'm a car guy, and to watch it's a car movie, it gets a Slater for me.
Whoa.
Yeah, I would easily watch this again. It's probably my favorite Carpenter film. I think largely because it is I'm a car nerd. I always have been. I'm always been a gearhead. And so to see the movie,
I thought that's so. Did you ever make it a thing to see a lot of car movies or no? At one point,
yeah, I mean, I've seen all the big chase scene movies. I've seen all the Gone in 60 Seconds, the original Gone in 60 Seconds, all the especially the ones for the 70s and 80s. Obviously, a ton of them are horrible movies with bullet-esque chases, and we just watched The French Connection, which is another famous car chase scene where they were done it's all practical effects. Ronin, I think, was one of the last greats. And for a modern viewer that we're so used to as Fonzo put it, the big black Suburban, and flipping and stuff, we're kind of spoiled, because so much of the special effects and the CG is so good these days. But at the same time, I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent. We kind of don't know what cars would do in real life, because everything we see now is just flipping them through the air because Spider-Man's web is so strong. But the truth is, this is the kind of stuff you would see in real life: a car plowing through a gas station, or just jumping a curb. That's and so this is an action film for an hour. It's an action film. I mean, even the football scene when he lands on his neck, you're like, oh damn! I mean, I'm cringing. You know what I mean? But when Christine comes to life, it turns into a horror action flick. Up until that point, it's an 80s character suspense film kind of thing. And so, but we get this, we almost get a story arc from the car. Like, he brings it back to life. It's just a good car for him. But then it gets jealous. Then you don't fuck with it. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like, so I loved it. I had a blast with it, and I'd happily rewatch it again. I'd watch this movie every year.
Damn.
It should be up there with the great car flick movies.
The Cars Gone Wild flicks.
Which it probably is, and I'm just naive. And so no, absolutely. I give it a Slater.
Oh, damn.
Badass.
Tony?
I will say that that car on fire scene, I so appreciated that the car wasn't going so fast and kind of just trailed the guy running for a little bit. Like, let him suffer a little.
Like, then you just see the body.
Yeah, so then it just like bump. It just runs.
Yep.
It was cool. And it's one of those where I imagine that if it were a more modern movie, it would have just like 80 miles an hour just splattered them and like limbs flying everywhere. It's like, no, this was a lot more menacing. This was a lot more, imagine being that guy running, and you're running as fast as you fucking can, and there's just this car just strolling behind you on flames. Yeah, that's scary shit. So yeah, it gets my $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
Holy shit, I'm just baffled right now. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I know it's kind of easy, Fonzo. Just reviewing a comedy movie. He's gonna like it. He likes the movie. He likes the soundtrack. No, it's fun. Like I said, like the character arc. I love that scene in the drive-in where it's just menacing light. It feels like you can feel the heat, but she's choking on something. So easily you can tell she's burning. Or nowadays, a CG a seatbelt wrapping around her or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But back now, you just use the light. You do the self-auto, the lock of the door, so she can't get out. The windows start rolling up by themselves. She can't get out. And then the music starts playing, right, to get even louder, to get more chaotic. And yeah, man, it just works. Like I appreciated more talking, like you were saying, Harley, talking to all the stunt people. And I remember one of the guys that worked on the effects was there at the signing too, and he talked about that. I think they were used. I'm trying to remember correctly because I went back to see if I had video. I don't think I was. I think you just took pictures, huh, Tony? We didn't get video, huh?
Yeah, I think it was just pictures.
Yeah, I get back. I'm like, fuck, why didn't I get video?
The only thing it says in Wikipedia is originally Carpenter had not planned to film the car's regeneration scenes, but decided after the shoot had finished to include them. The shots of the car regenerating itself were shot in post-production and done using hydraulics. So I don't know. I mean, hydraulics could be used either to pull it in and do in the reverse or push it out. But with metal, if there's a crease, which the damage was so severe, you would see the crease even if it was pushed out. So it had to have been the reverse, which I can actually Google while you're still talking.
Yeah. No. So yeah, to me, yeah, I love this flick. It's fun. It's $1 for sure for me.
I'd buy that for $1.
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah.
Right. Last one.
I figure mine's easy. Harley's is toss up. Harley and Tony's a toss up.
Well, none of these guys know I'm a car nut.
Then all does.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll see.
Christine, which I hope isn't a review of
This is
Playing Christine?
Hello, Miss Doubtfire here.
Harley's wife.
What?
But in any case, I think Harley will give Christine $1. He'll think it's fine, but it's not everything Fonzo makes it out to be.
What?
I think Henry will give it $1 because he likes cars, but he just doesn't like cars in the 80s. I think Fonzo will give this a Slater because he loves these Carpenter films and he can't help himself. So he'll give it a Slater, and I'll double down on that.
My man Reese swinging for them fences, boy.
She has it wrapped up.
Hey, man.
How's that for a championship, fellas? Ladies?
Oh!
You almost fucked it up.
Whoa!
Another minute of recording, so.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Keep playing then.
Look, I think this has been obvious in the weeks leading up to this, but obviously if I win, I'm looking for the homework to be a little film from, I think it was...
How about we save it until he actually wins?
There you go. I like it.
I like it.
All right, here we go. Next.
Oh,
Wait, do you have the score, Harley?
Yeah, he's got 31 points. He only got 1 point on that one. So Angelina would need to score 5 points.
Wait, why do you only get 1 point?
Because he got 1 for the accent, 1 point for Tony's $1, but negative 1 point for your double down Slater.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
You want to question my scoring again, bitch?
I'm glad. Well, fuck you now, motherfucker.
I am kidding.
That was gonna be nice, but fuck you.
So on the extra credit, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm being a lazy ass. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I can't think of anything else that you guys would say, honestly. So for Christine, also going to have everybody give it $1. So Donaldo's all around. Talk to you later. Bye.
Well, that's a solid second place. She got 2 more points for a total of 29. So
How lazy was that? Come on, Angie. Do better than that.
Yeah, if she had doubled down on my Slater, she would have been.
That just sounded dirty. Right the way you said it, right?
Well, when I said if she had doubled down with my Slater,
He doubled down on my Slater.
double down on my Slater, I'll lay the cable down, baby.
Well, you gonna take a dump on her?
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Hold still.
I couldn't remember.
Hold
what
still.
they said. Which one is the cable is sex or no? Cable's shitting the. I can't remember.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, fuck.
Oh man.
Good times.
I bet Tony heard it too, because just the way you said it was so funny.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Oh god damn it. Oh man.
All right, you got. So what are we doing? Where are we at?
This is Harley's in love with Christine.
All right, next up.
Hey guys, on to the extra credit brought to you by the No Good MCP.
That makes me laugh every time. Just randomly just hate on him for fucking. We don't even know.
Every week, Art lays the cable down on Tony.
Yeah, just endless amount of insults. Yeah,
Endless cable laying down.
Tony's like that meme where that kid's crying. Just every time, he just a little piece of MCP just fucking breaks him.
I don't know that. I just ignore him at this point.
That no good.
I don't know what his obsession is with me.
Don't
But,
lie, MCP. You know it hurts. It's okay. You're with us. You can tell us. Nobody else is listening.
One for him, he picked Christine, classic of the day, saying that he gave it a waste of time. He doesn't fucking like shit like this.
God, I wish Art was on this goddamn podcast.
Man.
They hardly gave $1, and my main man Fonzo, I'm doubling down. Slater, I'm trying to swing for the fences here in the last week. Hope you guys have a good show. Later.
Man, they got the picks right.
Yeah.
Person.
Well, I was kind of surprised you didn't give us Slater. So,
Well,
so he actually lost points on that round.
Oh,
That's what you get for talking shit about my man MCP.
Whoa, what was that? You had an accent there. Was that your accent, Harley?
I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
maybe I just slowed down because my internet sucks.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
So I was right. To create the coming back to life effect, hydraulic pumps were placed in the car to pull the body panels inwards, denting and destroying the car. Then, to make it look like Christine was rebuilding herself, Carpenter simply ran the film in reverse.
Awesome. Yeah, it looks awesome too.
It holds up so well.
Yeah, because you look back to, you're like, okay, this was no CG, right? This was 83. Like, how the fuck y'all pull this off in 83?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, ironically, right around the same time with Aliens, Cameron did the same trick with.
Oh, here we go. Had to bring up Cameron.
Now I'm going to do it since nobody knows. Every week, I'm going to 5 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Here we go.
So in Aliens, the face hugger jumps on Michael Biehn, or I think it's actually Sigourney Weaver. Michael Biehn grabs it. He couldn't figure out how to get the rubber face hugger to jump at Sigourney Weaver. So he simply pulls it off her face and then shoots the film in reverse. 1986 Aliens.
So 86. Oh,
yeah.
Carpenter did it first.
Carpenter did it first. Absolutely.
Ooh.
Don't get it twisted.
Ooh.
And Christine.
Never seen it.
Look up Eternity. Never heard of it. Once again, I think Bonzo is gonna give this one to Slater, and
come on,
Tony and Harley will give it $1. So yeah, those are my picks. Yeah, those are my picks. Have a good night, guys. Bad Boys for life.
Good night. Good idea. Yeah, I don't. That's weird, man. Everyone, just because it's Carpenter, everyone thinks I was going to give it a Slater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he actually ends up tying Art for third place.
Hey,
'cause
Art while he's down, though, huh?
Yeah. Well,
You should have let MCP give him that news. In fact, go ahead and say that, MCP. Tell him again. In case Art's not listening right now.
But they're tied, but in what place?
dead last.
Is it dead last?
Dead
Yeah.
last. Tell him.
Tony, maniacal laugh.
They have 1, 2, 3, 4 people. The last two are tied, so they're in third place
Mm-hmm.
and tied and last.
Tell him again.
Last match.
And who's last, Tony?
Art is, and someone that's not Art.
I think that's a greater insult to D. I can't even fucking remember your name, motherfucker.
Man, come on now. Oh. It's safe to say Art laid cable on those picks.
It did some.
Mm-hmm. Well, Harley's fucking rooting all over in Christine's backseat.
Well, my wife is Christine.
That's what I was gonna say. See, that's why hearing her name. Did she watch it with you?
Yes, absolutely.
She enjoyed it.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she had a lot of fun with it, actually.
That'd be a cool poster to get too at the house. There's Christine on it.
Yeah. Well, her name is Christina, but close enough.
No, it doesn't work though.
She's a ruthless bitch, just like the car.
Yeah, now we're having fun.
He'll have no fury.
Shit.
Yeah, it was funny though. You're right. I mean, that car she was jealous bitch. That's how you can say it.
That's one thing my wife isn't. So
Okay, there you go. Boom.
All right, so
Both then, Harley.
congratulations, Reed. You are the champion.
And I think he's gone too from the chat. I haven't seen him. Is that his third title now? 3 times now?
I don't know. I don't keep track of that.
I'm sure Reed and Art knows.
I start every championship from scratch.
Okay.
Yeah.
yep, we are by ourselves.
All right.
Congratulations, Reed. I know you're gonna listen to this later, but if you could just, I think you said we have a longer message, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll play the rest of it.
Perfect.
Oh, 3-time champ. There you go. So he's here, except my participants tab doesn't show him here. Thanks, YouTube.
I'm just talking to a builder. Oh, there you go. 3-time champ. There he is. Boom.
Yeah. That's that.
Ooh, that's loud.
You know why? Because at the beginning,
Reed is the champion.
beginning of the championship, he didn't swing for the fences. He kind of played it safe, and he scored a bunch of points on Invictus, which ironically was a movie he picked. He scored. How the fuck did he get 6 points? 2, 3, 4. He did the accent, remember?
Mhm.
And then he got all 3, so he got the bonus points. 4, 5. So he got 5. Oh, he had 5. He had 2 points from Mandy, 5 points for Invictus. So he took the lead early on, and he never looked back, and he never made any big missteps. So he scored more points than everybody else. Therefore, he won.
Is that how it works?
Oh,
That's how it
well,
works.
there you go. In case you all were wondering.
Yes. That's how it works.
Cool. All right.
Without any further ado, let's roll the red carpet out and play the rest of his message. I believe he saw the future and he knew the future was bright. He had to wear shades.
2005, I can't remember. Called The World's Fastest Indian.
Oh, I've seen it. I had a lot of fun with it. Happy to watch it again.
I think we assigned it.
Oh, that's right.
We've all seen it.
It's fine. It just becomes extra credit. He can pick it.
Starring Mr. Hannibal Lecter himself in a very different role from what we've seen him in before. I was watching it the other day with the kids, and he actually reminds me a lot of my grandfather who died a few years ago. Anthony Hopkins gets the accent down perfect, and you also actually get a tiny wee glimpse, just a really short scene of my hometown, Timaru. Look, hopefully I'll win. Otherwise, I've just spent a minute talking crap. That's a lot.
No, Reed. We know what you were doing. We knew what you were doing. You knew exactly. Oh, shit. Put up the 3 trophies. Look at him. Wow.
So is Reed going to join us on the next podcast?
Good question. Let's see. What do you say, champ? So are we going to pick that movie even though we already reviewed it?
Yeah, that's
his privilege. That's his.
You goddamn right it is.
Champ says.
That's right.
Who's our second place that gets to sign the other movie?
That goes to none other than Angelina.
Oh, there you go, Angie. Bam.
Cool.
I'll be here with bells on. Nice. See, Reed doesn't disappoint, man. He's a champ. Not only he's a champ, but he actually comes on and co-host. Like those other jabronis.
I will say Art kind of had a decent excuse.
Let's ask Tony. Do you agree?
What was his excuse?
He was dying.
Yeah, he was in the hospital.
Me.
That's exactly what I was expecting. Tony.
Man.
Didn't expect, anything less. He wasn't impressed. Tony donates blood like every other weekend, and doesn't. He's got no fat cells and hiking mountains and shit. You think he's got time to spare? Come on now. Even though he does pull-ups wrong, he's still climbing mountains. So come on, Art. What's your excuse? Wait, why am I against Art?
I was gonna say, what the fuck?
I just want to start some shit.
Yeah.
Art's Superman though, man. You saw him. You saw him pull through. You see him 24-inch pythons.
Fucking A.
I hope, yeah.
I'm jealous.
Whenever it comes down, it's gonna be a CMCP and fucking Art doing pull-ups. Oh man, boom. Okay, well there you go, Reed. Congratulations again, 3-time champ. I love just saying 3-time champ. We just have to, to rub it in everyone's faces. I'm sure Art's gonna be thrilled to be listening to this. Denal's gonna be a little bum. He's tasted that. He tasted the gold. He's tasted that championship, and he's let it slip away from his fingers. Maybe he'll try some accents because I think he got a little cocky. Remember, he said, "I don't even need accents. I've been winning all this time."
Yeah.
Guess what, kid? You got a little cocky, and now you're out there riding the pine. You're sharing the last place with Art and Angie. Boom.
Yeah.
Coming in, showing the guys what's up.
Only 2 points. She literally only lost by 2 points.
Exactly. See,
that didn't. Coming into this week, it was a 5-point gap. She closed it up to 2. If we'd given it one more week, what would have happened?
Who exactly? Over there, hardworking mom went out to the garage to make some calls real quick. Even having to deal with Harley's, putting some moves on her, and her, withstanding that and still pulling through. It's hard, Harley's advances. Not many women can resist. So, good to see you, Angie.
Still.
A lot of girls out there won't say no.
Exactly. A lot of women been laid by that cable. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Cable on lots of women.
Wait, what? What were you saying, Tony?
It's Always Sunny. Didn't it have that implication? And wasn't it involving a boat? And doesn't Harley have a boat?
I do have a boat.
I'm about to explode. Scanners.
I don't know what else. All the other stuff confused me.
You know what I'm talking about with the implication?
I'm not familiar with the show.
Fonzo, do you
I'm trying to remember. I can't.
Let's see. He's basically talking about. Here it is. Let me see if I can.
Okay, buddy. I got some turpentine, some wax, and some high gloss boat paint. This shit is really expensive.
Oh, dude, yeah, you're telling me. I picked us up some new slacks and docksiders so we could have the right look, and fit in and everything. We're running pretty low on remaining dick towel money, though.
Plus, we gotta fill that thing up with gas.
I know, man. We got to pop by the department store, pick up the mattress. I want to get a nice one, too. You know what I'm saying?
The what? The mattress? What do we need a mattress for?
What do you mean, what do we need a mattress for? Why in the hell do you think we just spent all that money on a boat? The whole purpose of buying the boat in the first place was to get the ladies nice and tipsy topsides. A little place below deck, and we can't refuse because of the implication.
Oh, okay. You had me go in there for the first part. The second half kind of threw me.
Well, dude, think about it. She's out in the middle of nowhere with some dude she barely knows. You know, she looks around her. What does she see? Nothing but open ocean. There's nowhere for me to run. What am I going to do?
Dennis, man, he's such a creep. Right there, right, Harley.
Yeah, absolutely, you're goddamn right.
I see. So Angie, if you see Harley, you run the other way, or swim.
Do whatever you got to do.
So Angie, yes. So you winning second place, you get to choose a movie you're liking for us to review.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's So our Reed's joining us next week, 3-time champ, help us review the movie. And Angie, you let us know on Messenger what you want us to review. And hey, fucking Reed can review it too if he wants. Why not? Right?
Yeah.
If he's got the time, why not? He's gonna be on the show, so fucking tastic. I'm going to a wedding on Sunday, so I don't know how late it's going, but I should be on. So just forewarning.
Okay.
A great fucking show, man. That was awesome. Way to go. Championship Series, killing it again. Let's see here. Boom, boom, shakalaka. We got those movies picked. Hey, man, how was you guys' weekend, man? What y'all do?
I got sick. We went out to my mom's house, hung out for a couple of days, had a 3-day weekend, so I didn't have to work on Monday, obviously. But yeah, I got sick, so that kind of sucked. But other than that, weekend was good. Me and Chris got to spend a little alone time on Sunday. We went for a little walk on the beach. That's what that picture came from.
Oh, okay.
And
you lay the cable down?
Yeah, hell yeah. Wait.
Yeah, I almost got him. He's quickly going up the chat right now to see.
Like, scroll. No. So what else? What else?
I like that, Harley. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing special. What about you guys?
Mine's pretty long, so.
Oh, okay, so I'll go next. Let's see. Friday we ate vegan food at a vegan fast food restaurant. It was interesting. It's called Plant Powered Fast Food with friends.
They have a drive-through?
Yeah, they have a drive-through and everything. But every time we eat vegan food, and maybe it might just be the carbs because we're just so used to not having carbs, but we just don't feel right. It's like
you have to go root.
Yeah, there's there's a lot of rooting going on.
Wait, that's the other one.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of roots in the cables or something.
Yeah, no, you got to put your head up the bull's ass to get it.
But anyway, so I mean, it tastes good in the moment, but then afterwards we're just going, ugh, you know, like
every time, huh?
Yeah, it's really weird. Because I guess we just too used to being meat eaters, you know, we just eat meat regularly. So if we have no meat in our meal, our body just kind of freaks out. Yeah, so I imagine it's something that you have to get used to, you know, not to slowly work your way in if you're going to go full vegan.
How often are you eating red meat, Tony?
Not very often. I mean, does ground beef count? Because we cook it all the way through, so we don't eat it red. But we also eat
any meat from a cow is red meat.
Then yeah, all the fucking time.
Oh, they say that's not good.
They say it's not good, but it's generally because the standard red meat comes from cows that have been injected with a bunch of antibiotics, and they're fed
Antibiotics a big one.
grain, they're fed just feed. It's they're not healthy cows, so you get all the unhealthiness in the meat. We've been, for the last month, we've been sourcing meat from grass-fed, pasture-raised, more healthier meats, and we feel great. So so that was Friday. We went with meat vegan, ate some vegan, and regretted it. Then Saturday we had a meet at a weightlifting meet at our gym, which was pretty cool. I ended up I hit my regular PR for my the snatch at 61 kilograms, or 52 kilograms. And then the clean and jerk, I PR'd all the way up to 70 kilograms, which is 155 pounds. And then I realized, when the guy told me the translation of 70 kilograms to 155, I was like, son of a bitch, that's my weight. So that was pretty cool. I was able to clean and jerk my own weight. So that was on Saturday.
I squatted my personal best on Thursday.
Oh yeah, what'd you get?
And my leg 275.
Nice.
And my legs are just finally not sore today.
Really?
Yeah, my legs were killing me for 3 days straight. It wasn't the day after, it was the day after. So it was 2 days after. So I did it Thursday. So Saturday, holy fuck. Sunday, holy fuck. Yesterday, not a whole lot better. Today, finally better. Yeah, I was like, I think, is that what you call when you're damaging your muscles? Holy shit.
The delayed onset muscle soreness.
Yeah.
It takes a little for it to kick in. I'm going to be waiting for mine too. I had a PB today for 265 on the back squat.
I was using a Smith machine too, so it's kind of cheating.
Hey, Art, what's your opinion about Harley using the Smith machine for a squat?
I wasn't shooting for a max or anything like that. I just thought I just kept putting more on, and I was like, I still feel good. And I was doing I did 15 reps in total. I did 3 sets of 5. So I'm sure I could have done more.
Cool.
More weight. I wasn't shooting for my max. I just wanted to push, which I've never done before. And my shoulder's still fucked up, so I'm really trying to focus on anything other than, I still can't do any kind of chest or shoulder exercises. So so I've just been focusing on my deadlift and my squat. So
what makes you use the Smith machine?
I have a difficult time getting low enough with the regular squat rack. And the Smith machine, I'm able to get as low as I'd like, and I don't lose balance. And I've tried different stances. I've tried to go real wide, and I can get a little bit lower, but it's still it's uncomfortable for me, especially once I go up past 150 pounds. I do. Oh, go ahead.
How's your core feel? How do you feel about your core? How strong is your core?
I think for the last 2 or 3 weeks, my back, especially my lower back, has come a long ways because I've started to do deadlifting every week. My stomach, I don't do a lot of stomach exercises, so I've been trying to work that in the last couple times I've been going. But I think it's not too bad. I do a very good job of keeping my form. I don't fuck with my form. That's my focus, is to keep my form intact. I'm not there to show off to anybody. I'm not putting numbers in a box or anything. It's just for my own, personal satisfaction. So I don't want to hurt myself. So obviously I focus on my form. So I'm sure there's, some isolation exercises that I could be doing to help. But I don't think it's necessarily a big weak link, my core, that is. I mean, it might be if a physical trainer or something watched me, maybe they would, but Yeah. I don't know what do you think would be a signal of that?
Because you said you're unstable when you go into depth, right?
Yeah, I it's easy for me to kind of lose my balance.
Do you feel the bar on your back going forward, back type thing, or is it like your balance high on your back or below on your legs? Because if it's your legs, then it could just be ankle mobility, hip mobility. But if you feel like you're losing balance,
I would say it's more above. It's more, I get top heavy. So
Right.
yeah, that would suggest maybe
translates the effort from your lower body to your upper body. So if
makes
you lose core, then your upper body is going to get loose.
That makes sense. And I will say this: I haven't used the squat machine or the squat rack since I've been doing deadlifts. So I should go back and try to do it and see if it's at all better.
Yeah.
So, because I did read that there are some certain muscle groups that are worked more effective during a regular squat rather than using
there's a lot of supporting.
Yeah. And so I've been trying to make up for that by doing I can't remember the Bulgarian squat or single leg thing. That is a fucking bitch, dude. I fucking lose my balance on that every time. So
lunges. Start with lunge.
Yeah, I probably should. So, because I literally, I'll do 20 pounds on each side, 20-pound dumbbells, and squat down, and after 8, I'm falling over. I can't even finish. I can't even do 10.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's definitely a weak link. I can tell.
Yeah, so check this out. I have video of me at my meet doing my lift.
All right.
Nice. Where is it going to be? Oh, there it is.
Punch straight up.
That was good.
You get the slam on the ground?
Play that for art.
Oh, mine's all delay. I'm watching it on YouTube.
Oh.
God damn. Check the whole thing. Nice.
Yeah, so that was cool. That was one of those I didn't realize I could do that type thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then afterwards we went to Snow Jam. It's a snowboard skiing sale that they do right before.
I feel like that's another New Zealand thing.
Oh wow.
But friends, we just snow jam together.
Yeah, that sounds all sorts of dirty.
Hey baby, you want to do some snow jam with me?
There you go.
And then Sunday we went back to Snow Jam to get some. We didn't realize you had to be the first 500 to show up to get the free tickets, lift tickets. So we went back on Sunday and then just meal prepped and just chilled for the most part.
Yeah,
and then Monday. So Monday we had this whole plan to, go to the movies and celebrate my little brother-in-law's birthday. And then I get messages from people at work. They're like, "Where you at?"
Oh,
I thought it was a holiday. No, it's not a holiday for us this year. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Whoops. I had to cash in some PTO, but anyway, nothing too exciting.
Well, that's cool that you can do it right then and there, though.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's. I've been there for 12 years, and
I've been there for
a while. I can throw my weight around.
Yeah, nice. I know. I've been there 17 years, and I still have to do it 14 days in advance. Bullshit.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
It helps that I'm good friends with the owner.
That's definitely, yep. He was at your wedding, right?
Yeah, that's right.
See,
he gave a speech.
All right.
So, how's yours? How's your weekend?
Oh man,
it's a big one. The voice lost and all.
Yeah, a lot of yelling. So let's see. We started off on Friday night. Was it Friday night? No, Saturday. No, Yeah, Saturday we started heading to the road. We stayed at that beach house again at Venice. And we were going to a Kings game that Saturday night. It's a Staples Center. And think about this. It's crazy. Like, if you ever look at those videos on YouTube where they deconstruct the stadium from one sporting event to another, they just lay the basketball court on top of the ice. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Seasons going on at the same time. Staples Center's on Saturday night hosted a Kings home game. That Monday was a Lakers home game. And then that Tuesday was a Lakers. Or, sorry, I'm all confused. Sorry. This Saturday, Kings home game. Sunday, Lakers home game. Monday night, Clippers home game. You know, it's funny. The same store you go to before, it's, you know, all King stuff. I'm sure the very next day was all Lakers stuff. Then the very next day, all Clipper stuff. Like, they got to change that all around, everything, all the designs, all the banners, everything.
Crazy.
Yeah. So we saw the Kings game. Watching hockey live is fun. You know, not a lot of scores. So when someone does score, it's awesome. And we were hoping to catch a fight. We didn't catch a fight, unfortunately. We were surprised too. We had a suite. We had some food to ourselves, you know, in the room, which was awesome. Some chili stuff Tony could never eat ever in his life anymore, probably. chili and nacho cheese, hot dogs, chicken tenders, you know, the works.
Oh, I could eat it. I'll just hate myself the next day.
That's true. This is true. Okay, let me rephrase that. You're right. But then when the dessert tray comes out, oh damn, it's just like, man, close that door. What are y'all doing? Everyone has to order, like the adults have to order, because if the kids go out there, fucking forget it. It's game over, you know. So they had like one big chocolate chip cookie, and they cut it into 4 squares. I mean, it was insane. It was insane. So unfortunately, the Kings lost to the Flames. It was like 1-0. We were hoping to catch fights. So a lot of scuffles, like 4 or 5 scuffles. Thought we would fight, no fight. So we're like, all right, dang it. So after the game's over, Staples Center's on Saturday night was going off. They have an ice rink around there. Huge ass billboards. I mean, buildings with, like, you know, it feels like New York. There's one building lights up, this big huge banner of like LeBron as a Lakers. It's still kind of weird to see LeBron as a Laker. It's still kind of weird. But just, I mean, the nightlife there is weird. So to me and Amy were laughing because Amy was like, there was people lining up to go ice skating. It was like past 10 after the game. And Amy was like, why are they just now lining up to go ice skating? It's like past 10 o'clock. She goes, oh yeah, that's right. People go out at night. We're homebodies, man. 9 o'clock comes on, my basketball shorts come on. I'm comfy at home. So we just kind of laughing how, like, we're so like old. We just stay at home all the time. People do go out late at night. And so after that, we were like, cool, we got a whole full fun day of Universal Studios Hollywood. And Chad and Tina, they did all this for everybody. They just wanted to have this 3-day Veterans Day weekend. They just wanted us to all enjoy, have a good time with the family. So you got a suite for that night. And then we got a private VIP experience for Universal Studios. So we had a group of 28 people. So we thought, man, this is going to be crazy, right? So luckily, so there's like two, I don't know, there was 2 versions of VIP. There's just one was the VIP experience.
Double VIP.
Yeah, and then the Trace Busta. And the private one, we actually have a tour guide, man. And Peter, shout out to Peter, man. My man Peter, shout out to Peter, man. He was great. He's a big, tall dude. I would have loved to, like, try to get him on the podcast, man, because he knew his shit. It was cool. And he was a tour guide, real tall guy. So he'd be like, Peter's group, just yell it out, and everyone knew where he was at. And we all lined up because even Chad warned him, like, all right, man, we got a bunch of scragglers, we got little kids. Might be hard, people got to go bathroom random times. He's like, all right, cool, I got them. And he's like, I got, just ran a perfect tight ship. And we rode every ride, got to see almost every show. The only ride we didn't do was Jurassic Park because it's closed, and we didn't do Kung Fu Panda. But so when we get there, we get our lanyards. We go in, we get a little free continental breakfast. We're thinking just random, little Danishes and little yogurt stuff like no place have. And these little like ham sandwiches and like raw eggs and just ice cold bottled water, some complimentary sunscreen and like mints and chapstick and water, right? So that's where I started taking those pictures where they had that original script of E.T. where it said Boy's Life, and it was hanging on the wall there in that glass case. I'm like, oh shit, that's badass. Pictures with E.T. directing. Then there was that one picture I took of Tony Montana, if you guys read it, where he got burnt.
I did see that, yeah.
So that was very interesting. And those are just lying on the wall there, just little cool things like that. So after we had a little breakfast, he's like, "All right, what do you guys want to do? He's like, let's do the trolley or the tour, cause the tram ride, because that takes the longest." So we're like, perfect, let's do that. And we had one little trolley all to ourselves. And my thing was like, okay, are we going to be able to do the rides like the regular tram, And I look at the bottom of the trolley, and it's got the wheels to the left, to the front. It's perfectly set up to do the tram. So we had our own very own tram ride, but just with one trolley, just our whole family, 28 people. It was insane.
Nice.
Yeah. So we got to do and he's like, we're going to be able to do the tour that the tram does just by ourselves. I'm like, whoa, no way. Bro, we go into the trolley. There's like a big ice chest thing. You open it up, fresh water there for everybody. And fucking water at the theme parks are like $8, right? They're just ridiculous. They're a ridiculous price. So we're just getting free water there. Like, this is amazing. So he's giving us the tour guide, I was talking to him before the whole thing, and I was asking him about some questions, because I read on that paper about Scarface that stage 12 was that scene where he the mansion shootout scene was filmed in that famous stage 12. And I asked him, we're gonna be able to go in there? He goes, we can't, unfortunately. I'm like, damn. But so we're just talking shop, talking movies. So the whole time doing the tram, he's like, "Hey, Alfonso, check this out," or he just kept like singling me out, just like it was really cool. I said, "Hey, what is this from?" He's throwing trivia questions. I'm like, "Oh shit, this is badass. That's pretty cool." So he's doing the whole tour and everything. So I hadn't done the tour in forever, so there's a lot of new things like the King Kong ride and Fast and Furious. When was the last time you guys went to Universal Studios, or have you guys ever gone?
I went once when I was a kid.
Yeah, everything's still like 80s stuff, right?
My dad took me. Yeah.
So they do a lot of cool setup. This a lot of stuff is still the same, but there's some brand new stuff, and it's just so cool. It's so cool, like going by. He just randomly goes, "Oh, see that little like lagoon thing like we got going there right there, by like next to all these like commercial buildings. Like, oh, that's where Creature from the Black Lagoon's filmed." You're like, what? That's where it was filmed? Everything is like, yeah, we try to make it look like the Amazon, but with the California mountains in the back, it was kind of hard to hide. And sure enough, they show a clip from the movie, and they're in the Amazon. You got the big mountains in the background. It's pretty funny. That's a cool thing too. They have a TV in the trolley, so you can see everything. Like, oh, this was when we get to the Metropolis area, like the New York looking area. The metro top. I can't even speak. Metro. What the word I'm looking for? Metropolitan. Sorry, that's it. Metropolitan area. They show scenes from all the movies that were filmed there. But my biggest thing was the courtyard from Back to the Future, man. The clock tower, town hall. Man,
that was cool. I saw the picture. Yeah.
Oh, we got to get out and walk around there, man. I was like, "Are you fucking?" We got to sit on the stairs and get a group shot with everybody on there. I'm like, man. He goes, "Oh, Gremlins was filmed out here too." He goes, "If you look over there, that's where Biff and them were fighting." I'm like, and I'm just fucking, and remember like in movies when they like show you something like a scene, they'll just show you they're filming something like a building, and then it'll do that thing where like it'll go back in time. Same building, but it'll go back in time. People start walking it, where someone's daydreaming. That's what I started picturing when he goes, "That's where Biff and them go," and I can see the scenes from the movie, and I'm standing there right there watching, And he's like, "Oh, that's where they went here. That's where they went this," and I'm looking. I'm like, "Whoa, man, that's crazy!" But we're walking on it. He told me the water from part 2, like that tank, it's still under the grass. It's still there. He's like, yeah, it's crazy. He was like, I'm not sure there's no water, but I'm sure there's like that, the pool looking thing.
Pool.
Yeah. But he's like, yeah, he's like, they left it there in case they're ever going to ever use it again. I don't know, but it's still down there. I'm like, holy shit, that's crazy.
That is bizarre.
Yeah. So we started walking towards this other area, and they had the Lion Estate signs, the big things from, once he goes to, when he was in the past to there, they had the old signs that you can see they're all like falling apart and everything. But I'm like, holy shit, these are the actual Lion Estate signs from the movie. This is crazy. Welcome back.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And
and guess who else is on?
Who?
Angelina.
What?
Yeah, she posted on Facebook.
Oh, on the Messenger?
Yeah, it says, yeah.
Okay.
She even picked her movie.
Oh, all right. All right, on.
Yeah.
What was it?
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill. So you'll be pleased.
Oh, fucking A. And so yeah, so we got to walk around there, and because he asked us, "Hey, what do you guys want to do?" We're like, "Well, fuck it, we want to walk." I was like, "I've always wanted to walk around the back lot, Let's do that." And he's like, "All right, I'll take you to some of the sets and the property department or the props department." We're like, "Cool." So he took us to where Will and Grace is being filmed. you got all these like where the audience, you know, record on a live in front of us. They got the 4 sets, man. Dude, no wonder actors are small, man. These sets are fucking tiny, man. Like, it's crazy how the camera like blocks off all these like lights on top of the fixtures. Like, there's so many lights on top. It's crazy how they block it off. You got the one room in this room and that room, right? The mics to record the audience. It was crazy. So he showed us that. They went to the props department. Then and then he's like, "All right, this was filmed here. This is used here." And you see all these little pieces of paper stuck on like certain movies being used. I walked by one, and he goes, "Oh, this is the Munsters, grandpa's piano from the Munsters." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" It was so weird. I couldn't take a picture of it for some reason. A portion of the props department you couldn't take a picture of it, but further on you could, which was kind of odd. So I'm like, all right, yeah. But he still had an old ET prop from the old ride and stuff, or from the store, which was really cool. The kids totally geeked out on that. So we did all that. But before that, I forgot. We did a couple of rides before from the trolley, like King Kong. You have to wear 3D glasses, right? So you go inside this cave, and or you go in, Skull Island, and they got all these monitors from the left and on the right hand side. So if you're sitting on the left, you'll see a lot of parts on the left. But you can keep going back and forth looking over. Because they do a good job of King Kong jumping over, lands on top of the trolley, it shakes, and jumps to the other side, and he's fighting T-Rexes. And I hear his crew going, "This is amazing!" Right? He just can't stop. And there's this scene where fucking Kong's got a T-Rex, and man, he goes to town, he grabs his jaw, just you're like, "Oh shit!" I look over to my seat in front of me, and one of the kids that came with us, he's got his ears covered up, he's got his face up, he's just not having it. The girl behind me, the oldest of the kids, she was crying. She was terrified. I'm like, what? They're like, and all I hear is crew, "This is amazing. Oh my God." Dude, that part was pretty cool. I didn't know how I was going to take, because I'm a big fan of the original King Kong ride. If you guys remember that one. You guys remember?
Yeah.
Full on lights, like big King Kong head, and the helicopter's falling down, Unfortunately, that burned down, So I guess they didn't want to remake it, so they just figured it's easier just to do the 3 version, So I'm like, all right, and Amy had a good point. She's like, it's easily replaceable. Like, if whatever the next movie franchise is, you just, film for it, and there you go, right? But yeah, it's cool. Peter Jackson starts talking about the ride. They're very involved with it. And he's like, "All right, wait, don't put your glasses on yet. We're almost there." And he goes, "Oh, right now's a good time to put them on." So it's cool to hear him talk about it,
That was cool.
So that was really cool. So then we did that. Then they still have the water coming down, the whole the flood. They still have that. And then I was like, oh man, and then here comes Jaws, I'm like, I told crew right before we got in, I'm like, "Hey, make sure you sit on the right hand side, because my man Bruce is coming up here," right? And then my man Peter's got the pun game going with George, the scuba diver, getting killed, and he's like, "Hey, oh man," he's like, you know what, he had a lot of guts, man, so we'll see you later, old chum. So we start coming up, like, let's just park over here, let's just park right next to the flammable gas, we'll be safe here, right? And sure enough, all the gas are exploding, and the kids are going, they lean back, they're like, "Whoa." You can feel the flames, And then, and I felt bad because I almost kept spoiling stuff for crew. I'm like, "Oh, hey, watch it. Hey, watch this part. Oh, this part's gonna be cool." I'm thinking to myself, "Shut the fuck up, man. Don't just let them experience it. Like, you're gonna ruin everything for them." And then, sure enough, when the shark came out, he's like, "Oh!" He's like, "I have the perfect view." And sure enough, like I said, the right side, man, he shoots up the water, pops up, and Jaws there. It was awesome. And I look back, and River and Reagan are just like, "Oh!" I can see him leaning back, going, "Oh!" Every time it popped up. I mean, it's fucking Bruce. You see him for the first time. It's cool. And before we got there, we're going to take a trip to Amity, to the beach, and they got the billboard from the movie, And I was trying to video it on my phone. And dude, Peter is so cool. He goes to the driver. "Oh, hey, can you stop for a second? Can you go back so he can get a picture?" I'm like, "Holy shit, man! That's fucking VIP status right there, The trolley be like, "Fuck you, we're going, we're on a schedule." Because that's the other thing too. I was thinking, what a kind of tight ship they're running. Because you have the regular tram ride they have to go through, and if people are paying for the VIP, they have to fit somehow that schedule with that trolley to go. You know what I mean? So it doesn't affect the other trolleys on their regular schedule. So you have to have it all figured out the night before or whatever. I don't know, man. But that's a work of art, man. Those guys are amazing. So sure enough, the driver pulls back, take a picture. Goes, "Did you get that picture?" I'm like, "I did." "All right, thank you." He's like, "All right, cool. Let's go. All right, let's go, driver. Let's go." And I'm like, And Amy looks at me, she's like, man, like Peter's your best friend, man. Look at that, man. He's hooking you up. He's doing all this for you. I'm like, I know, that was pretty neat. And then he drops the fucking bomb, man. He drops the line of what the mayor says. He's like, we're gonna go to the beach. He's like, hey guys, guess what? The beaches are open. You know, he said the line from. I was like, oh, I was geeking. I was like, Peter, you're the man. I was laughing. I was like, no, don't say it. And he said, like, beaches are open. We're gonna have fun. Nothing to worry about. And I'm like, oh, that was pretty clever. So just that whole trolley was right. So after we did the props department, we get back on the trolley. He's like, we're about to go have you're about to have your lunch. 1 o'clock comes around, all you can eat buffet. VIP executive chefs outside, you know, greeting us. We're like, holy shit, this is fucking crazy. We walk in, fucking Count Dracula's our fucking host. You know, he's telling us to come in, you know, he's like, all right, come here, people. You're gonna eat, then I'm gonna eat you guys later. We're like, what? He's just dropping these fucking puns, you know. He's like, and for some reason, if you know, he doesn't have the full-on Hungarian accent, but he had like, you know, just enough, right?
Just enough to keep you on your toes.
Yeah. He's like, and if your phones are dead, like me, we have a charging station. I'm like, fucking charging station, genius. Think it because you're posting pictures, you're recording shit. So sure enough, they've got these little wooden things for all these different charger cables for all different types of phones. So while I'm eating, my phone's being charged. I'm like, it's fucking genius, man. That buffet, man, holy crap, man. There was everything. Tony, again, you'd eat it, but you'd probably feel bad. Caesar salad, ceviche, sushi.
Whoa. Hang on. There ain't no problem with salad, and definitely no problem with ceviche. You bring that shit on.
Well, that's only the first table, my friend. I haven't.
I'll still. Hey, I only need one table.
Okay. Oh, that's true. You could have been good with that. You could have walked away. I look over at Crew. Crew's got like 12 California rolls on his plate. I was like, Crew, you still got more food to go. What are you doing? He's like, I love sushi. I'm like, all right, yourself, man. So sure enough, everything I see, I'm like, ooh, I gotta try that. I get a little bit of little Caesar salad, some ceviche. They got just a plain shrimp for the shrimp cocktails, and the cocktail sauce, and they got some sushi. So I'm like, cool. Now we're going. Oh, some pasta, sure. Oh, some meatball. Yeah, throw that in there. Oh, some sausage. Why not? Boom. Plate's fucking big enough too. You can do this crazy. Moving right along. I'm like, oh, there's some French fries. Sure, throw that in there. Filet mignon. My man's cutting it up right there for you. Unbelievable.
That's my shit right there.
Butter sauteed mushrooms he was cooking up to right there. Oh man, it's unbelievable. Oh, he even said to Jack when he let us in, he goes, "All right, guys, come in here, you know, and you guys can feast. I mean, I'll feast on you. I mean, you guys are gonna eat." The chef's like, "Don't worry about it, guys. I put enough garlic on all the food. He ain't gonna even touch you. Don't worry about it." It was just great. I mean, and while we're eating, even Doc Brown shows up and he's talking to us and everything. He had a flux capacitor watch, Tony. Dude, he lifts the watch, pushes a button, the flux capacitor. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Yeah,
that's awesome.
Full on character, talking about everything. I go, hey, what time is it? He goes, well, I'll tell you what time it is. 1885, 1893. He's got 4 fucking watches, and he puts out another watch out of his pocket. It was insane. He was just as a future Doc Brown, so it was cool. So we're sitting there eating dessert too, man. They got the fruit tarts, they got the fucking chocolate cannolis, they got, oh my god, I must have gained fucking 30 pounds. Just that buffet alone, it was unbelievable. So right after that, boom, let's go. He's like, all right, guys, what do you guys want to do? He's like, he just, you know, he knows the map, right? He just knows everywhere to go. So it was so crowded that day, you know, we wouldn't even know just because we were in our own zone, we were in our own group, you know what I mean? So it was insane. And not only do you go to every ride, it's you get to go front of the line on every ride. So he's like, all right, guys. So we have the Walking Dead experience here, and then we can go do a show right here. If you guys that works, cool. So we walk in, walk front of the line, press, boom, go in there. It was like a maze. And it was Walking Dead, and it was fucking cool, scary. Kids got in there. Some of the kids were scared. You remember Mike Kwong, Harley? He came with us and his family. He grabbed Ram, grabbed Chad's kid. Hey, come on, you're going in here. He's like, no, I don't want to. Just grab him, threw him in there. It's like
nice.
Went in there, zombies coming out everywhere. It's dark. It was awesome, and it was just short enough to when we got out, we got in to go into the special effects show, which is another 20 minutes, and he just knew exactly where to go and take us from there to the Harry Potter world. They went to the lower lot for Transformers ride. Dude, it was Transformers ride, another 3D ride, which was awesome too. I didn't know how I was gonna like, but that Transformer ride is awesome. You're driving fast, you're flying in the air, dude. Another thing, Crew, this is amazing. They shoot the water, you know. Oh, even the Fast and Furious ride in 3D. I forgot in the trolley. It's got they got the actual actors, Vin Diesel, The Rock, Tyrese. They do a cool thing where they're like holograms, you know. It was like a big dance party. All these hot chicks are dancing, and then next thing you know, you're in Fast and Furious scene, being chased by Owen Shaw, and same thing. You got The Rock fucking fighting on the left hand side, doing his fucking thing. You got Vin Diesel over here, dude. Fucking Vin Diesel, man, full on Vin Diesel, Fast and Furious style. Jumps out of the Charger like while he's driving. Like I don't know, it happens so quick. Like you don't even realize how he just jumps out and he goes, "I got this." Jumps on a fucking helicopter. He looks bigger than the helicopter. It's so funny. And he takes it away. And then there's a scene where you're fucking driving fast and you're in this little ass trolley. You feel like you're hauling ass. And then you feel like you're jumping in the air. I don't know how they did it. Movie magic. It's fucking awesome, right? I'm sure I'm missing a lot of time from the trolley, but I'm all over the place. So, but I can't help it. It was just so much fun. Kids are having a blast. Transformer ride, recommend it. Sort of fun. Starscream,
Slater.
Tron. Oh yeah, Slater. Transformers ride, full on Slater, easily. Megatron grabs your car, he starts shaking it. Optimus Prime's coming in, punches him. You're like, "Oh yeah, come on, you're cheering. And people are in the car cheering. Oh, dude, it's amazing. You're falling down from building. You go through a building, dude. That ride, awesome. Then right after that, went into the Mummy. Mummy ride was fun too. That was the first time River Rain got bummed because they weren't tall enough, and I was like, oh, that's. So after that, 4 escalators to go down that lower lot, actually, which was pretty funny. Transformer rides down there, the Mummy, and Jurassic Park, which is funny because that's all you really need to do. Go upstairs, and then you go in Springfield. They got Moe's Tavern. They got Krusty's Funland. It's crazy. It's like fucking Simpsons World. It's crazy. Another 3D ride. Simpsons ride, I believe, was the old Back to the Future ride. So that was fun. And again, Peter just touring us everywhere. But so we only had him for like a couple hours, like 5 to 6 hours. After that, when he left, we all had the joke about going, Peter. We had no idea what to do, man. It was so funny. We were so lost once he left. But he took us to the Harry Potter world, tried some butterbeer, which tastes like cream soda and butterscotch, and it's so goddamn sugary. Like I recommend like buy one for the family. Everyone can share it, and it's because everyone can sip maybe 2 times and you'd be good. Harry Potter world, they did such a great job with that, which I still don't understand because it's a Warner Brothers property. So I don't know how Universal got it. I was kind of curious about that. I wanted to read it because Peter did say in the tour, "Oh, Warner Brothers, there's no rivalry with studios. Like we use our studio stages all the time. Warner Brothers comes in here, we go over here. It's totally fine." He brought up a point in La La Land where he said he was watching a movie and there's a part where Ryan Gosling is doing that photo shoot with the new band. And there's these like columns in the background. He goes, "I wonder where those went. They were missing at the prop department for a week." He's like, "I wonder where they went." And when I watched La La Land, I saw him there. I'm like, holy shit, that's only something you would know. You know what I mean? That he noticed. It was pretty funny. And then let's see, the Harry Potter ride's awesome too. That whole world, you know, that was like a mix of 3D screens and like live action stuff flying in the air, like big dragon heads and spiders, which is really cool. So if you're a big Harry Potter fan, dude, people dress up to go there too. It was crazy. There's people dressed up from the new movie, just hanging around that world, taking pictures. It's kind of like fun, you know. It's like when people cosplay at Disneyland, dress as their favorite characters and go. It's like this whole new thing. The Harry Potter world's really cool, really well done there. They got 2 rides, a little small one for like the kids and adults. It spins around a couple times, goes fast, but the big main one is inside like the big castle. And I'm not gonna lie, man, got a little nauseous after a couple of the 3D ones. It's too much. Yeah, I don't know if it's my old age. I don't know what it is, but the Transformer one was fine. The Harry Potter a little bit got to me because it's like you're kind of like this weird gyro where you can you get put in a harness. You can look up, left, right, almost kind of go upside down and right. So it's kind of neat how they do that one. It's one of the newer ones. But after that, I got a little nauseous because after the Simpsons ride, a little nauseous. Just typical movie ride, a little nauseous. So I'm like, I don't know if it's because my brother-in-law Chris did say that the Harry Potter ride, he said it was his favorite ride when it was in 3D, but too many people got sick. And I'm like, yeah, I could totally see why. Because you're fucking flying through a Quidditch match and you're going through everything. You're just flying everywhere, you know? It's like insane. That's probably my favorite part too, whenever you like to do flying things. Like with Transformers too, when you're like driving, you're hauling ass real quick in the street and then you get lifted up and now you're flying. And it's weird too, like the screens aren't that like heavily. I wanted to see them like in HD, super bright, you know. But I think that they're maybe pre-converted or something because they're kind of dark a little bit, but it still doesn't take away the effect. I mean, because there was like a big missile coming at you at one point, and then the whole room got warm, and it was like slowing down, and then you got pulled back. It was pretty badass how they do that, you know. And when explosions hit, water comes everywhere. so much fun. And towards the end, we went to the Waterworld show. That was a lot of fun too. Crew wanted to get soaked. So we went all the way to the bottom. It was like 5:30. It was already cold, but we didn't get soaked, so I got lucky. I even took him for the team. I was debating. I'm like, I don't know if I want to get wet. It's already night, but crew really wanted to get wet. So I'm like, all right, I'll go down there. We didn't get wet, so I was like, thank God. But I would have done it for him, you know. But the Waterworld show is cool, man. Those guys are nuts. Some of the stunts they do without even like a harness around. It's cool. Like, the Waterworld it was cool. The whole time I'm at Universal, I'm like, I should make Waterworld the homework. I should make Back to the Future next credit.
Yeah.
Everything that was in there was like, oh, it'd be cool to make a movie. Or when we were in Wisteria Lane for the Burbs, oh, I should make the Burbs a movie. Just it's cool, man. If you're a big movie buff, Universal is cool to check out and do. And then last night we went to a Warriors Clippers game, another sweet, different location. Went to overtime, which was fun because the Clippers were leading pretty much like the whole game, which was weird. Granted, Steph Curry was out, but still, that fucking Warriors team is full of all-stars. So, you know, fucking Curry's not there. They still have Clay, Durant, and Green, so fuck all that. And they went to overtime, which was fun. Mike and his family were all Warriors fans. I'm like, felt bad. Nobody's rooting for the Clippers. They're the home game, so I had to root for the Clippers. Because they even asked me, hey, you Laker fan, what are you going to root for? I'm like, I'm not rooting for the Warriors. I'll tell you that much. I'm rooting for the Clippers. Same thing, food, you know. We had a lot of food there. And, dude, after the game, we had cotton candies for the kids. So, but the bag that we used for the cotton candy, we were taking that food home. I put in like a bunch of hot dogs, hot dog buns, the chicken tenders. Dude, I'm like, hey, we ain't going to waste this food, you know. Harley, you'd have been proud.
No, I already am.
You're like, in fact, that's what my dinner was: hot dogs from last night from the game. Basketball. So I think I've seen almost every kind of type of sporting event. Like I've seen football live, baseball, hockey, and basketball.
Yeah, that's cool.
The hockey was fun. It was really cool. I think basketball is just fun because it's going back and forth, you know. And where hockey, you know, it's kind of like, you know, same with soccer. You know, you got to wait. So it does make it more exciting when someone does finally score.
Mm-hmm.
But basketball, man, they had way more like T-shirt prizes and a lot of things in between. What's fun with hockey is what's interesting was like they almost take a break like every 10 minutes. It was weird without calling a timeout because the ice crew would come in. And you see like 4 or 5 people skating, clean up the ice like from the I don't know how you call it when they're sliding and cutting the ice, you know, leaving all that slush everywhere, you know. So you get these like crew members and like and some of them like 4 hot chicks coming in with like really short skirts, just with shovels just coming in. You got the Zamboni machine coming in, just real tight shit, like I said, and then they start playing again. But yeah, a lot of cheering last night, a lot of cheering from the rides. My favorite ride was probably Transformers. Second would be Harry Potter, even though it made me a little nauseous. Despicable Me ride used to be the Terminator 2 one. I don't know if you guys ever read that one.
I think I remember that when I was a kid.
Okay, that one, yeah, that one was cool because that one was like live actors coming on stage, and it was a 3D on the screen too. So when you wore your 3D glasses, they had those like little flying things coming at you. That was badass. I mean, especially being a Terminator fan. I mean, come on, how can
of course,
you're right. I mean, come on, you know.
Yeah, I was too young to be a Terminator fan, in the sense of I am now.
Yeah,
but I do vaguely remember that. But like I said, I was a little kid.
Yeah. So, no, yeah, like I said, I know voice cracking. It was
some applesauce.
Yeah, because in The Simpsons, right? One of the teenagers is like the guy that's gonna give you on the ride, and he's like, "Oh man, hope I don't get fired from this job." So I kept talking like him because my voice was cracking. So I was like, "Oh my, I sound just like him." And he's reading his algebra test, and it was pretty funny. That ride's cool too because it's all like the lead up to it. It's all animation from The Simpsons, you know, so it's perfect, you know. While you're waiting, Krusty goes, just another 45 minutes before we get into the ride. You're like, oh shit, come on. He's like, I don't know, I'm just kidding. Like, actually, if it was, you know, like a full time, like because we got to that part at the end of the night once Peter left us, so we want to do a couple more rides, like the Despicable Me one and the Simpsons. And the Simpsons one used to be the Back to the Future, and I don't know if you ever rode that one, Harley.
I don't remember.
Running DeLorean. Yeah, Reed said the Back.
I don't think so.
The Simpson ride is old and busted. That's funny. Too many 3D screen rides is no bueno. Yeah, no, it makes me nauseous. It's kind of weird. Like you miss like doing some of the. I mean, it's cool and I guess it's easy to do. So I don't know. But I don't hate LeBron. Reed, you're funny. Yeah, it was an awesome weekend. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was just so much. We just packed in so much. It was. I drove in LA Freeway. That was another roller coaster. Driving there to get to Staples Center. That's another the chore that is.
Always an adventure for sure.
Absolutely. What else? Let's see. Yeah, I mean that's it. I mean that was my weekend. I mean, Kings game, Universal, and the Warriors Clippers game that went to overtime. That's funny because last me and Amy went to our first basketball game. It was the Lakers versus the Warriors, and that game went to overtime, and the Lakers won. So,
Nice.
yeah, so a lot of scream, like I said, from the basketball game, from the rides. Just seeing the kids freaking out, like that was my biggest thing. I wanted them to have just to enjoy. But the thing is, they're fucking spoiled now because their first fucking time going to a theme park, they had private VIP experience. How can I compete? How can I take them to general admission? How can I make them wait in line now? I go, crew, this doesn't always happen. We usually have to wait 45 minutes to get in this ride, all right? Just, he's like, no. He's like, he lifts up his lanyard, puts it in my face. No, we're VIP. I'm like, yeah, I know that. But well, if we come again, we're going to be in the waiting line. And he's like, oh, okay. I'm like, just so you know that this is a special occasion. Like we're VIP right now. You get in front of the line. Like I don't know. I'm like, I felt bad. Like these kids, are gonna know. Like next time we come, everything we have to wait in line. Like what's this wait in line bullshit? Yeah, you better cuff up some change and get that VIP. But I think it is cheaper if we get in a big group. I think it may, they kind of discounted, man. But and it was a lot of fun, man. Like I said, seeing crew like just wilding out. Like I think his favorite parts are all the roller coasters, man. I mean, he was fucking. The Fast and Furious one, like, dude, they put these harness on you, like they're like, ladies throwing like a harness, go, here, grab onto this, because like our trolley's obviously too slow, but then the Charger lifts up on two wheels and he's hauling ass, and then the trolley goes faster. If for some reason it fucking works, man, those 3D screens, like, I don't know how I was gonna be a fan of them, but man, when the cars shake and the King Kong lands on top of it and shakes it, it's it's like this is kind of neat. It kind of works, But like I said, too much of it can get you a little dizzy. You know what I mean? So you kind of like be like do one, wait a while, then go to another one. So
motion sickness.
Like the one when I was bummed out, I wanted them to ride Jurassic Park. I wish that would have been open. That would have made the experience like better. But like I said, walking around the town hall, Back to the Future was incredible. So just like I said, just seeing them eyes light up when Bruce jumped on them and all that stuff, and seeing them all geeking out was just. That was my thing. I just wanted them to just have a good time. Because I remember going there my first time, like seeing like the A-Team van, seeing the DeLorean, getting inside the kit car, Knight Rider's car, full on 80s right there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Waterworld show was Miami Vice. Talk about 80s.
Wow.
They had a Conan show. Fucking talk about. Do you remember that show?
No.
Well, you can always go on YouTube and look up old Universal shows, man. Because I saw a video of a guy's camcorder from like the 80s, and he's got all that old school stuff, and it's really neat to see. But yeah, man, yeah, that was my weekend, man. There was a lot, and I had to work today. I was like, fuck, I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Got some of that voice all correctly, yeah. So, but yeah, that was what an awesome weekend. Yeah, it was, Reed. It was insane. So, yeah. I think that concludes episode 429 of the Bad Boys Podcast. We just randomly ranted all things movies. And
congratulations, Reed.
What's that?
Congratulations, Reed.
That's right, becoming a 3-time champ. Probably the first 3-time champ, right?
Yeah, probably. And congratulations to Angelina, second place.
Absolutely, that's right.
Doing it for a couple.
Showing these dudes how it's done,
Yeah, so I'm impressed. I think she definitely is
a force to be reckoned with.
Could definitely be a front runner in the coming weeks. So.
Yeah, and don't be afraid of Harley. If he starts making some moves, just let us know.
Yeah, if I start laying cable, don't worry about it.
Oh man, that's a perfect way to end the show right there, man. I've been your boy Fonzo, aka Mike Lowry, saying we ride together.
Harley, we lay cable together.
Bad boys for life.
Oh man.